All right, folks, different subject. Different subject. Is JFK, John F. Kennedy, having a comeback? That's the subject of the riff. So let me get this right. After every Democrat in the House and Senate voted against the One Big Beautiful Bill and therefore promoted a roughly $5 trillion tax hike last year, now a couple of presidential wannabes like Senator Cory Booker and Senator Chris Van Hollen are surfacing plans that would end most income taxes for middle-class Americans. Oh, this according to a Wall Street Journal news story. The two men have somewhat differing plans, but basically, as I understand it, they would be raising the standard deduction and some other credits so the first $75,000 of income would not be taxable. So, are the Democrats possibly rediscovering tax cuts? Is the ghost of John F. Kennedy, who was the last Democratic president to lower tax rates and usher in supply-side economics, is the Kennedy ghost suddenly hovering over their shoulder? Are they admitting that Donald Trump was right as he walloped them in 2024 with across-the-board tax cuts, no tax on tips or overtime, big breaks for seniors, et cetera, et cetera? Now, I don't agree with the specifics of the Democratic plan. We'll talk about it in a minute. But even the merest hint that Democrats believe lower taxes, at least for some people, are better than higher taxes for everybody, might be a good thing. Just maybe. Now, what Booker and Van Hollen are doing is basically raising the standard deduction on middle-class earners somewhere around $75,000 to $100,000. I'm going to oversimplify, but that's kind of the gist of it. Now, here's the problem. They want to significantly raise taxes on successful earners, upper-end earners. According to the Wall Street Journal article by Richard Rubin, Van Hollen calls for a surtax that climbs as high as 12% above existing taxes, which would drive the top rate to nearly 50%. Or if you live in New York or California, you'd be taxed in the mid-60 percentile. Mr. Booker would raise the top rates from 35 and 37 into new 41 and 43% brackets. Now, confiscatory tax rates like these would squelch work and investment, would lead to a depressed economy, higher unemployment, and by the way, even larger budget deficits. Now, I don't care how many people the senators want to shield from income taxes. Turning around with punitive tax rates on successful entrepreneurs and wealthy individuals, that's a non-starter, Supply-side economics, as John F. Kennedy or Art Laffer would tell you, suggests that when you tax something more, you get less of it. Punish success and prosperity, you'll get less success and prosperity. But if you tax something less, you'll encourage work effort and risk-taking, and that's the ticket to prosperity. As President Kennedy said many times, a rising tide will lift all boats. There's no need to punish some while rewarding others in some kind of bizarre socialist redistribution scheme that has been tried many times before and always failed. But, you know what, folks? At least there's a couple of Democratic senators who don't think tax cuts are dirty words. So, is JFK having a comeback? Who knows? That's the riff.